What is going on, guys? This is your girl Jay with It's Our Time to Be Free. And in today's video, I want to talk about how you can overcome limiting beliefs so that you can start living your life fully. Guys, the thing about limiting beliefs is that it holds us back. It keeps us in our comfort zone. It prevents us from living to our full potential. But guys, there are ways that you can start overcoming these limitations that you put on yourself. Because the thing about it is, we are some great human beings. We can be anything that we want as long as we have the belief in ourselves and the faith that it can be done. So when you believe in something to be right, chances are the convictions are formed out of logic, right? Wrong. Actually, this is not the way the beliefs are formed. Because you don't need evidence to have a belief in something. If that was the case, if that was true, you would say that a person, that you don't even know, looking at you, is evidence of you being boring. Now, it doesn't sound logic, right? It's not logical. So the first thing you have is a belief. And then you start looking for evidence to support it, because when this leads us to twisting facts so that they do become evidence for us. So since this isn't how beliefs are created, it's really safe to ask where and how beliefs come from. Where did they come from? Where did these beliefs originate? Because beliefs are a result of one thing: to avoid pain and experience pleasure. For instance, believing that something isn't possible for you to do, it may be your way of avoiding, avoiding pain that comes from failing. So, and with that belief in mind, you begin to look for evidence that will support it. And when your mind fails to find any evidence, it starts to create them instead, by twisting things up into their favor. See, so how can we change these limiting beliefs? What is it that we need to do to change these limiting beliefs? Well, I'm going to give you two key ways to start destroying these false beliefs. There are really two ways you can incorporate a belief with evidence that will actually support it. But first, you have to get rid of any belief that does not have any supporting evidence. So the first way is to challenge the belief itself. And one way to do this is actually challenge the evidence. How? Well, you have to question the beliefs itself and then create doubt that the evidence don't support the belief that you're trying to eliminate. You see, for example, if a person thinks they're boring, they really should be questioning that belief. Did someone tell them that they were boring? What evidence do they have to support this theory? Were they obtained properly? See, these are questions that we have to ask ourselves, because this is how we change a belief. You have to question it repeatedly. Because the stronger the belief is, the more questioning that will have to be done. So by constantly questioning this particular belief, you can then destroy it. So let's say, for example, if the evidence that you had from a stranger's glance was that you were boring, that's the evidence that you have. Now, by challenging it, you limit the belief. You no longer give that belief power. And without power, it eventually becomes non-existent. And the second way to overcome a limiting belief is to tie it to pain. This is a unique way in which you can change your beliefs, is simply by tying it back to some type of pain that you experienced from your past experiences. Okay? Because remember, beliefs, they are related to some kind of way to pain that you experienced in your past. And when you tie it back to pain, you realize how damaging it is to you, how much damage it has done. And when you can be consciously aware of that, you can start to steer clear of the belief, and eventually it disappears, it's gone. All right, so those are the two key ways that you can start using today to overcome your limiting beliefs. Because, guys, I believe in you, even if you don't. This is the reason why I do what I do. I've been there. I've done it. I've had my limiting beliefs, and I lived in my past, and I wasn't living up to my full potential. I don't want you to have to go through that. I want to help you, overcome these limitations that you have so that you can live up to your full potential. It's your time. Guys, as I always say, it's your time to be free. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. You guys take care.